All right, everyone, welcome back. My name is Pritesh here with Kaizen Crypto, bringing you another video. So I hope you guys are all doing well. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. In this video, we're taking a look at what does the future hold for the Cardano Foundation. So recently, we're seeing after the events of two community members being removed from their positions within the CF, now the community is really starting to step up and take charge on the future roadmap for the Cardano Foundation. What does that look like, especially now that we are anticipating the implementation of Voltaire? So Project Catalyst and Voltaire will bring power to the people. So now with Shelley making Cardano a fully decentralized blockchain protocol, what does voting and governance actually look like on Cardano? We're taking a look at that, and we also have an event coming up with IOHK, so join them on Wednesday as they launch their first ever public Catalyst fund for Cardano. Very exciting. I want to share with you all some details regarding all of that here in this video right after our sponsor.
Hello, my name is Ben and I'm from citruspool.com. I wanted to take a minute just to introduce myself and tell you a little bit about Citrus Pool. We're a brand new stake pool here in the Cardano community. We've been here for a while, but we just opened up our stake pool for you guys to stake in. And we have state-of-the-art technology on the servers, and we have a team of very skilled system admins. We've been maintaining servers for over 13 years, and we really would like for you guys to come and check us out. Just to kind of give you a little more information about Citrus Pool, we are very vested in you guys being successful in staking with us. We want to make sure that you are able to make passive income and also be as informed as possible about all the different decisions that we make here at Citrus Pool. So we have multiple ways for you guys to contact us, but definitely stop by citruspool.com. I also wanted to thank Pritesh and the Kaizen crypto team for allowing me to use their platform to promote Citrus Pool. This is really what being decentralized is all about. We want the network to be evenly dispersed and spread out. So this opportunity is amazing to allow me to use their platform. Thank you so much, and hope to see you at citruspool.com.
Thank you so much to Ben with Citrus Pool for sponsoring today's video. Definitely check him out. Ticker is CTRS. So to get things started for this video, the future of the Cardano Foundation is in the hands of the community. What we've seen in recent days is that a couple prominent members within the Cardano Foundation were removed from their positions. And I guess what sparked a bit of controversy is that there wasn't really a whole lot of communication about this actually happening. I wanted to go ahead and briefly touch on a few key points here in this article, and then we're also going to move on to a blog post talking more about Project Catalyst and Voltaire. A spontaneous gathering of around 500 members of the Cardano community will most likely be responsible for deciding on the future of the Cardano Foundation. After two community managers were removed from their positions last week, the Cardano community spontaneously gathered into a Telegram group to discuss the future of the Cardano Foundation. Tasked with the development and adoption of the Cardano network, the Foundation, while successful, suffers from a lack of clear roadmap that would make its operation more transparent. Something I found incredible was that Rick McCracken and Kyle actually did a live stream with Charles Hoskinson addressing this issue. And one thing that Rick has done is he's created this Telegram group. So it's saying here that within a week, the Telegram group started by the host of Digital Fortress, Rick McCracken, gathered over 140 members that engage in a serious but productive discussion about where the Cardano Foundation is heading. Since then, there are now over 500 people in this group. So incredible to see the amount of community involvement that's taking place with this initiative. Within days, the community began brainstorming ideas about where to take the Cardano Foundation in an open source spreadsheet. The proposals spread out across the remainder of the year focus on areas such as marketing, women's involvement, hardware integration, social media management, and financial reports. So it's going to be very exciting, and I think it's also incredibly relevant as this could potentially be one of the first actual forms of voting on the Cardano blockchain. To aid the effort, IOHK will continue to do everything in its power to accelerate the release of Voltaire, which is Cardano's governance era. Once the community finishes the roadmap, Hoskinson said that he would personally write an open letter to the Cardano Foundation, asking it to address each point put forward by the community. If satisfied by its response, the community will be able to decide whether or not the foundation will continue to play a vital role in Cardano's governance. Amazing. Just incredible to see that. Cardano is truly a decentralized blockchain protocol, and now we're seeing an instance where voting is going to be of utmost priority. So with that being said, taking a look at Project Catalyst and Voltaire bringing power to the people. So this is a blog post from IOHK from Bincheng Zhang. He's a research fellow at IOHK. I wanted to go ahead and read this article for you all, just highlighting some key points and sharing with you my thoughts on what we can potentially anticipate. Designing a groundbreaking proof-of-stake blockchain means it is vital to ensure that the system is self-sustainable. This will allow it to drive growth and maturity in a truly decentralized and organic way. Voltaire is IOHK's way of establishing this capability, allowing the community to maintain the Cardano blockchain while continuing to develop it by proposing and implementing system improvements. This puts the power to make decisions in the hands of ADA holders. Rigorous research lies at the heart of building a solid blockchain. July's Shelley Summit included a presentation on the importance of funding for the growth of Cardano. This was based on research between Lancaster University and IOHK in the notion of a treasury system and an effective democratic approach to funding Cardano's long-term development. IOHK has now applied treasury mechanism capabilities in Project Catalyst, which combines research, social experiments, and community consent to establish an open, democratic culture within the Cardano community. With the rapid growth of blockchain technology, the world is witnessing the emergence of platforms across a variety of industries. Technological growth and maturity are essential for long-term blockchain sustainability and development. This is why someone has to support and fund growth and system enhancements. A democratic approach is an integral part of the blockchain ecosystem because it allows sustainability decisions to be made collaboratively, without relying on a central governing entity. Thus, the governing and decision-making process must be collective. This will allow users to understand how improvements are made, who makes the decisions, and ultimately where the funding comes from to make these choices. There are several ways to raise capital for development purposes: donations, venture capital funding, ICOs. These are some of the most common. However, although such models may work for raising initial capital, they rarely ensure a long-term funding source or predict the amount of capital needed for development and maintenance. In addition, these models suffer from centralized control, making it difficult to find consensus meeting the needs and goals of everyone. To establish a long-term funding source for blockchain development, some cryptocurrency projects apply taxation, taking a percentage from fees or rewards and accumulating them in a separate pool, or a treasury. Treasury funds can then be used for system development and maintenance purposes. In addition, treasury reserves undergo inflation as the value of cryptocurrencies grow. This grants another potential source of funds at creation. However, funding systems are often at risk of centralization when making decisions on guiding development. In these systems, only certain individuals in the organization or company are empowered to make decisions on how to use available funds and for which purposes. Considering that the decentralized architecture of blockchain makes it inappropriate to have centralized control over funding, disagreement can arise among organization members and lead to complex disputes. A number of treasury systems have arisen to address the problems. These systems may consist of iterative treasury periods during which project funding proposals are submitted, discussed, and voted on. However, common drawbacks include poor voter privacy or ballot submission security. In addition, the soundness of funding decisions can be compromised if masternodes are subject to coercion, or a lack of expert involvement might encourage irrational behavior. As a third-generation cryptocurrency platform, Cardano was created to solve the difficulties encountered by previous platforms. Cardano aims to bring democracy to the process, giving power to everyone and so ensuring that decisions are fair. For this, it is crucial to put in place transparent voting and funding processes. This is where Voltaire comes in. The paper on treasury systems for cryptocurrencies introduces a community-controlled, decentralized, collaborative decision-making mechanism for sustainable funding of blockchain development and maintenance. This approach to collaborative intelligence relies on liquid democracy, a hybrid of direct and representative democracy that provides the benefits of both systems. This approach enables the treasury system to take advantage of expert knowledge in a voting process, as well as ensuring that all ADA holders are granted an opportunity to vote. Thus, for each project, a voter can either vote directly or delegate their voting power to a member of the community who is an expert on the topic. To ensure sustainability, the treasury system is controlled by the community and is refilled constantly by potential sources, such as some newly minted coins being held back as funding, or a percentage of stake pool rewards and transaction fees, or even additional donations or charity. Because funds are being accumulated continually, it will be possible to fund projects and pay for improvement proposals. So the funding process can consist of treasury periods, with each being divided into the following phases. So first we have pre-voting, then will come voting, and then post-voting. During each period, project proposals may be submitted, discussed by experts and voters, and finally voted for to fund the most essential projects. Even though anyone can submit a proposal, only certain proposals can be supported depending on their importance and desirability for network development. To understand which projects should be funded first, let's discuss the process of decision-making. ADA holders who participate in treasury voting include scientists, developers, management team members, and investors in the general public. Each of these may have different imperatives for the growth of the system, and that is why there has to be a way to make these choices and desires work together. For this, the voting power is proportional to the amount of ADA someone owns. The more ADA, the more influence in making decisions. As part of the liquid democracy approach, as well as direct yes or no voting, an individual may delegate their voting power to an expert they trust. In this case, that expert will be able to vote directly on the proposal they regard as the most important. After the voting, project proposals may be scored based on the number of yes or no votes and can be shortlisted. The weakest project proposals will be discarded. Then shortlisted proposals can be ranked according to their score, and top-ranked proposals will be funded in turn until the Treasury Fund is exhausted. The strategy of dividing the decision-making process into stages allows reaching consensus on the priority of improvements. To ensure voter privacy, the research team has invented an honest verifier zero-knowledge proof for unit vector encryption in logarithmic size communication. Zero-knowledge techniques are mathematical methods used to verify things without revealing any underlying data. In this case, the zero-knowledge proof means that someone can vote without revealing any information about themselves, other than that they are eligible to vote. This eliminates any possibility of voter coercion. Treasury prototypes have been created at IOHK for benchmarking. Implementing the research as the basis of Voltaire will help to deliver reliable and secure means for Treasury voting and decision-making. Project Catalyst is an experimental treasury system that combines proposal and voting procedures focused on the establishment of a democratic culture within the Cardano community. Initially, Cardano's treasury will be refilled from a percentage of stake pool rewards, ensuring a sustainable treasury source. Other blockchains have treasury systems, but IOHK combines complete privacy through zero-knowledge proofs, liquid democracy from expert involvement and vote delegation, and participation for all, not just as a governing entity. This should encourage participation, incentivization, and decentralization for making fair and transparent decisions. It is also important to note that this treasury system mechanism can be implemented on a variety of blockchains, not just Cardano. It has already been proposed implementing it for Ethereum Classic. In the process, treasury systems can help everyone to understand how a network will develop. After a successful closed user group trial earlier, which started this summer, Project Catalyst will very soon be opened up to its first public beta program. Although it is still early days for Cardano's on-chain governance, we look forward to a bright future, with the community lighting the way. So please follow the blog for updates on Voltaire and how Project Catalyst is paving the way to Cardano sustainability. Wow, incredible to see that. So liquid democracy, so you're actually able to delegate your vote to an expert on your behalf. I like that. I like how they've thought about the ways to fund the treasury. So you have rewards, you have transaction fees, you have a whole bunch of different ways to keep the money flowing, so to speak. So really incredible to see all the information with that. Talking about the beta that they're going to be releasing for Project Catalyst. So IOHK has released on their Twitter, join us on Wednesday as we launch the first ever public Catalyst Fund for Cardano, kicking off an exciting new experiment in community innovation and funding. So definitely be sure to check that out. I think it's going to be very exciting. This is a crowdcast, so you want to make sure that you mark your calendars. Definitely don't want to miss it. I'm going to be very excited to see what they come up with. So guys, that is what I have for you all here in this video. Incredibly excited to see the developments happening with the Cardano project. If you haven't done so already, be sure to smash that like button if you did enjoy this video here today, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all the relevant Cardano news and information as we head into this new era for the Cardano project. All right, everyone, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.